I announced the contest to the students, and they all turned in a piece of poetry. Not all, but about 75% of them. And then the 7th grade team chose which poem would win. So we all read, I picked 3 finalist poems, and then all 4 of us read all those poems and picked one. So it wouldn't just be my decision, so it would be kind of a team decision. It's a great opportunity for Juju, especially because she's kind of shy and quiet, to be able to share and read her poetry and get up in front of a group of people and have the opportunity to do something she wouldn't normally do with something she's written. I think the poetry event is a great opportunity for students. I think especially middle school students don't get a lot of opportunities to share their writing or get up and share something they've been working on for a long period of time. So it's really great to give them the opportunity to share something creative that they've been working on and put a lot of heart into. Yeah, I think the validation piece, especially for writing, is really important for middle schoolers, just because a lot of times in their writing all they see is like red pen on their paper, and they don't see a lot of that, so they're afraid to do their creativity and things like that. And this is a validation piece for them, having something that they can put their creative work into and then get a reward for it. I think the speaking part is really important because just getting the opportunity to be in part of a poetry reading and take part in that and to see what it's like. We do a mini version with my class, but to be able to take part in a bigger version and to have that experience, I think is incredible. I think the big effect that it's had on my classroom is something that the students can be excited about and really put a lot of energy into and excitement behind. A lot of the 7th graders were telling the 6th graders about the contest for next year, so that was kind of a little bit of excitement, letting them know, next year when you're in Miss Yost's class, you're going to do this contest, and there's going to be a student who wins, and they'll get to go to the poetry reading and things like that. So a lot of excitement from that, going even down to the different grade levels. I was surprised by some of the poetry and just the creativity that came out of it, how they talked about different parts of their lives, how they talked about different instances that happened to them. Juju's poem's about a radio, which seems like it's a pretty simple thing, but she talked a lot about how radio is put together and then what music means to her through it, and just being able to use all different parts of their lives to write about. In some ways, pushed me to think about how I'm going to teach my poetry unit next year and how I'm going to structure it around the contest and maybe even do it a little differently next year so that it can be, so even more students will participate and that there will be maybe even 100% participation. I do think this event has been a positive effect on the students in the school. I think it's another opportunity for the kids to do something that they would otherwise not get the opportunity to do, to get up, share something they've written and that they've put their heart and soul into creating.